Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SmackDown Live. The blue brand returns tonight, and we are going to kick off the show in style with the King of Swing and the captain of SmackDown Live for the Survivor Series 3-on-3 match against Monday Night Raw, Cesaro. Ladies and gentlemen, action-packed night ahead for you this evening. Cesaro makes his way down to the ring, and he is here to name the teammates that he has handpicked to represent SmackDown Live with him at the Survivor Series. We wait with bated breath to find out just who it will be as Cesaro electrifies this crowd. Listen to the ovation for the King of Swing. Yes, of course. How could we forget Randy Orton punting Cesaro weeks ago? I couldn't think that he was going to let that slide. Oh my goodness, Cesaro calls out Randy Orton for next week. Wow. Huge statement from Cesaro, not backing down from a challenge, even though he has a lot on his plate. And here we go. Who will it be? Surely not. Oh my God. Apollo Crews, and you have got to be kidding. Cesaro has picked Apollo Crews and Brock Lesnar. Absolute mortal enemies, but undeniably two of the most impactful and talented in-ring performers that we have on SmackDown Live. Cesaro upsets the apple cart here tonight, throws a wrench directly into the works here. Cesaro has rocked SmackDown to its very core. Unbelievable. Well, Edge doesn't seem best pleased, and I don't blame him. I agree. It is absolutely insane, with so much on the line, that you would pick Brock Lesnar and Apollo Crews to represent SmackDown. But not only that, they've got a team together. Unbelievable start to the show, and it's only going to get more intense as we get a dose of perfection as Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10, approaches the ring. We, of course, saw this guy. This all ties in together with what we just heard. Apollo Crews is named on Team SmackDown Live alongside Brock Lesnar, and we saw Apollo Crews get taken to the absolute limit by this man, Ty Dillinger, at No Mercy. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in here and into No Mercy. It was an enormously successful event. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, but right now we focus in on Ty Dillinger and his SmackDown Live in-ring debut. What an acquisition this guy is. And he told me in the back earlier that he is here for one reason and one reason only. He wants to be a champion. And Ty Dillinger gets an enormous reaction here. And this guy is something to behold, both in and out of the ring. The perfect 10, Tye Dillinger in action here against Noam Dar, who of course we saw fall short in his defense and trying to reclaim the European Championship. So this could be an enormous opportunity too for Tye Dillinger. This of course is a former European champion, Noam Dar. This could really skyrocket him into the reckoning for that title. Titles are plenty here on SmackDown Live, and out here's Tye Dillinger there with a side Russian leg sweep, nipped straight back up to his feet. And this crowd politely applauding the perfect 10. The night we have for you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The tag team tournament rolls on here, and look at that packed sit out slam there from Tye Dillinger. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. SmackDown Live in-ring competition, and Tye Dillinger not done there. 2 atomic drops. Tye Dillinger looking to make the biggest splash that he possibly can. Listen to this place. It never ceases to amaze me. The 10 chants are taking over SmackDown Live. The blue brand, I should say, is back. Tye Dillinger is on the second rope, went for a splash and missed, and Noam Dar moved out of the way. Now Noam Dar with a chance to get his first little bit of offense in here in this highly competitive match. Tag team tournament continues on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The New Day versus American Alpha. We are looking to crown a new #1 contender for the Revival's Tag Team Championships here as Noam Dar locks in. Perfectly executed submission hold with that knee in the lower back of Tye Dillinger, but he escapes there and grabs a headlock of his own here. And then Tye Dillinger jacks the jaw of Noam Dar. And perfect 10 down into the cover. All he needs is a 3 count, not a 10. He just gets a 1. Tye Dillinger just edging ever closer towards a victory here. If he can snare it, you would imagine it would put him right up there in the reckoning for the European Championship. And he's also made it known that he has his sights set on the Intercontinental title and the World title, everything. He just wants gold around his waist, and it might be coming very shortly with performances like this as Tye Dillinger hooks him up. Oh, look out. He was looking for the tiebreaker, but Noam Dar escaped, and now Noam Dar with a side Russian leg sweep of his own and up to his feet. Anything you could do, I could do better. And perhaps Noam Dar could be the reflection of perfection as he runs in here. It's a curry. And Tye Dillinger finds himself in a lot of trouble. As Dar continues to stomp away on the lower back here. Noam Dar now hooks him up. Now what's this? Oh, look out. Oh my God, folded him up like an accordion. And Noam Dar has Tye Dillinger exactly where he needs him. Gonna load him up into the corner, and we know what this means. He's gonna get a run up, full head of steam with a drop kick on the button. Drop kick on the button, and now Tye Dillinger. I don't think you really want to get to your feet. Noam, can he get him up? He does. Plants him down. Plants him down. 1, 2, and Noam Dar, no! Noam Dar can't quite put him away, but look at the air time. Noam Dar electrifying this crowd, but Dillinger up to his feet. That gut check, that courage that he showed against Apollo Crews is really shining through here. He bounced his head hard off that turnbuckle, down into the cover, hook of the outside leg, just a 1 count. Highly competitive start to SmackDown Live, and some seriously combustible elements. We saw Cesaro name Apollo Crews, and listen to this place, I can barely hear my own thought here. Unbelievable atmosphere. Tye Dillinger, a shot. And now Dillinger whips him in. Could be in trouble. Ducks under. Dillinger looking for the drop kick. Noam Dar evaded it. Noam Dar evaded it. He didn't evade that one though. And Tye Dillinger absolutely electrifying this place. Gets him to his feet. Dillinger now looking for it here. Tiebreaker, no! Brilliant counter. Brilliant counter from Dar. Huge left hand from Ty. But now a reversal from Dar. Answers back. Spinning kick to the gut. Noam Dar. Oh, huge uppercut. Sends him back. And the bigger Ty Dillinger is rocked here. And Dar running. European uppercut. And now Noam Dar. Oh, look out. Ty Dillinger evades and then an elbow. Trying to quell the momentum that Noam Dar was building, and that'll do it. Just hangs him up on the ropes. And now Ty Dillinger. No wasted motion, no wasted moment. To the high red district, Ty Dillinger with a huge elbow on the button into the cover. He's got him 1, 2, and Dillinger no. Can't quite put Noam Dar away. Red hot start to SmackDown Live. Dillinger, oh look out, shot. Noam Dar showing the heart of a champion here. Oh my God, what a chop. You can hear that reverberate all throughout the arena. And now Noam Dar, not messing around, sends him to the outside. We've seen this before from Noam. Noam Dar with a full head of steam. Absolute brilliance. And look out, he's up. Noam Dar didn't notice him up. A picture-perfect dropkick. And Ty Dillinger will not be denied here in his SmackDown Live in-ring debut. And Dillinger, oh look out, Noam Dar caught napping. Tiebreaker. Tiebreaker. And that is usually the prelude to the perfect 10. Cover. Gotta have him. 1, 2. It's elementary. You could count to 10. Brilliant performance. Brilliant match. But it's the perfect 10 that prevails. And Ty Dillinger picks up a win in his SmackDown Live debut. Look at the airtime on that elbow. But it all came down to the perfect 10. And that gets the 1, 2, 3, the only numbers that really count. And Ty Dillinger looking very, very pleased with himself after a huge win here. And wait a minute, there's Neville, for God's sake. And now he's going to pick apart the pieces here. And Neville, and now Ty Dillinger not going to have any of it. And here he comes. Ty Dillinger lighting up Neville, but Neville fighting back here. The European champion Neville hammering away on Ty Dillinger, who's just been through a war and gets taken over the top rope. And Neville takes out the competition yet again. But you get the feeling that this one might not be quite over. Wow. And there's Bobby Roode. Combustible start. Well, there you go. Bobby Roode in action against Edge's hand-picked opponent later on. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, Finn Balor is in action for the first time since his victory over Roderick Strong at No Mercy. Witness the brilliance that is Finn Balor next week. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor is back next week, but right now, it's time for the Tag Team #1 Contenders Tournament to continue. And we are going to get a little dose of the New Day. Always eccentric. Always dancing, always having a good time. The New Day, though, are going to have to focus in because, well, their opponents, the American Alpha, are nothing to be taken lightly. And if there's any criticism I have of the New Day, it is that they do take their opponents too lightly. As we have a look at the Survivor Series brackets here, you can see Gargano and Ciampa of DIY went through on Monday Night Raw over Gallows and Anderson with an assist from AJ Styles. And still to come, some cracking tag team action as well. And this, of course, is one of them. New Day arrive here on SmackDown Live to try and recapture some momentum. They've been off the map somewhat since losing the titles on the road to SummerSlam, and well, the New Day have a really big opportunity here to advance in this tournament and take one more step towards Survivor Series, which is already shaping up, ladies and gentlemen. We saw, of course, Cesaro absolutely sensationally rocking the boat here at SmackDown Live by picking Apollo Crews and Brock Lesnar as his partners, but he's been told by Edge backstage that he needs to reconsider. Well, Edge, I can tell you right now, I'm being told in my headset, is running around frantically backstage trying to sort this whole mess out. Cesaro has put him in. He trusted Cesaro with the choice, and well, on paper it's a brilliant choice because you've got Apollo Crews, who is an absolutely incredible athlete. We saw him get tested by Ty Dillinger at No Mercy. When he stood up to that test, he found another gear and he showed that he was a class above. And then there's Brock Lesnar, who is the beast incarnate, one of the most dominant competitors we've ever seen in the WWE. So on paper, it's an absolutely unstoppable and brilliant team, but there's one caveat, and that is, of course, the fact that Brock Lesnar and Apollo Crews absolutely despise the ground that each other walks on. It was Apollo Crews who cost Brock Lesnar the world title against Samoa Joe at No Mercy. Let's not forget about that little caveat as well, but we have to focus in on the action here as the American Alpha are about to take on the New Day. And this is what I'm talking about. I mean, this playful attitude. There's quite a lot of boos here for Chad Gable. You can see the relaxed attitude towards their matches sometimes costs them, I think. And that was quite a simple fireman's carry takeover reversal there from Chad Gable, who, of course, is an Olympic-level wrestler. So if you try and wrestle with him, you can see there's another counter, and Chad Gable, look at this. Oh, what a toss that was. So already Kofi Kingston being outclassed by Chad Gable, and you can see Kingston. But this is what I'm talking about. I mean, they're more worried about what the crowd thinks of them than they are of their opponent. And you can see Chad Gable just standing there. He's not amused as he tries to come in again, and Chad Gable's just got his eye on the prize here. Chad Gable just takes him over again. And well, Gable, he's not in the mood for messing around here. This is what it's all about. He wants to advance in this Tag Team #1 Contenders Tournament and head to Survivor Series. And look at this. Just brings Big E in as well. He said, you want some, you come get some, big man. And Chad Gable and Jason Jordan appear to be incredibly focused here. And you can see Kofi Kingston a little bit rattled usually. And see here, look at this intensity from Jason Jordan. And well, he's going to bring in Big E. You want him, you've got him. And now Big E comes in, and now look out, look at the power, sends him up and down. And again, I just think these guys, they need to focus more in on what they're doing. Focus in on the action. Focus in on your opponent rather than the crowd. And oh, look out. Maybe Big E's just about to do that. And when he focuses in, and he's going to do a little bit of both, the big man. He's playing to the crowd, and Jordan tried to light him up, and Big E with a counter. Oh, look out, shot to the midsection. One right hand, one boot, and then an elbow to the crown of the head. And well, he ain't messing around, but neither's Jason Jordan. And a little bit of a game of chess going on here, and you can see Jordan wants to get out to the ring, but Big E not concerned with any of that. He wants the crowd behind him. Jordan wants him in the ring. Jordan's saying, let's go. There's a lot of messing about here from both teams. Tensions are high. A lot at stake. And there's a brilliant counter again. And that's the wrestling, the pure wrestling ability of both of these men as Jordan sends him in off the ropes here and then tries for a belly-to-belly suplex, but it's countered by Big E. Several right hands light up the big man Jordan. And now he's going to send him into the corner, and he displays his power. And maybe now, you can see him now getting in the face of Chad Gable. There's a lot of interesting tactics going on here, as you can see. Hard right hand there from Jason Jordan. Whips him in off the ropes looking for another drop kick. Can't find it. Big E finds a clothesline though. Big E finds the clothesline, and now he's just settling into this match here. And there's another hard clothesline from Big E. Oh, another one. Here the crowd are starting to get behind the New Day. Several chants and claps, and as I've already said, I mean, you can have all the little gimmicks you like. You can have all the merchandise on the rack, but if it's not getting results, then it ain't worth it, in my opinion. As you can see, Jason Jordan then whips Big E in. And then, hard right hand, sends him into the corner, right where he doesn't want to be. Tag team prowess going to be on display here, as you see him hook him up and over. Holds it as well, looking for the cover, but the referee's trying to get Jason Jordan out of the ring, and that allows Kofi Kingston to make the save, and that could have well have been a 3 count. Big E was down off that double team maneuver. Was unable to be held, and now look out, look at the technique, just pops the hips and takes the bigger man over. And now here comes Chad Gable. Chad Gable to the high red district here, and oh my God! Look at Chad Gable go here, picking up the intensity to the top rope again. Oh my goodness me! And is he going to go for 3 here? Going to go for the hat trick. Chad Gable says why not to the crowd. And here we go! No, he missed that one. Comes up short on the 3rd. Big E showing that he has some nous, and he still has something left in the tank here. And now Big E. Oh, this could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. Kofi Kingston, high red district. Good Lord! Double foot stomp to the face. Double foot stomp to the face. And they aren't going to let this go now. And it seems as though the New Day may have clicked into gear here. But Chad Gable lights him up with a huge chop. And I think they may have just been jerked into a little bit of action here. Chad Gable sends him into the corner. And this could mean curtains now. Whips him in. Oh, look at the elevation. Double hip toss. Jason Jordan to his feet now. Sends him into the corner. He's in some real trouble here. Jordan with a shot. Oh, he missed. And now Kofi Kingston. This is his chance here. Kingston trying to light up Jordan, but he lights him up again here. Look at this. The more power, just the brute strength of Jordan sends him in. Ducks down. Jordan, can he hit it now? Look at the elevation. Sends him up and down. Incredible exchange, high-paced action. It's all on the line. Can they continue on? There's the shoulder barge. And now look out. Belly to belly. Suplex from Jordan. And he's firing up. Jason Jordan firing up here. Sends him into the corner. No. I think they were looking for grand amplitude. Couldn't find it. Kofi Kingston gonna send him into the corner. And now Kingston, monkey flip. Oh, look at the athleticism from Kofi. Springboard. And now Kofi Kingston all the way to the top rope. He's picking up the pace here for the New Day. Oh, went for the elbow. No water in the pool. Kofi Kingston couldn't quite land that elbow. Could be the opportunity here. Sends him off the... Good Lord, did he send him off the turnbuckle. Hard right hand from Jordan. The muscle of the group, the heater if you will. Sends him in, and this could be curtains. Hands it over. Oh, God. Brilliant tag team wrestling from Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. Down into the cover. That's got to be it. One. Got him. No. Big E gets in and saves it after a 1 count. Pulsating, breathless action in this match. It's now jacks the jaw of Chad Gable. Oh, my God. What a spin kick from Kofi Kingston. Took him right off his feet and perhaps right out of his mind here. Oh, but well done, Gable, showing the heart of a champion here. Absolutely breathless action. Big E with a right hand. Oh, an elbow. A sharp elbow right to the face. Now Big E sends him in. Oh, well scouted there by Chad Gable. And vintage Chad Gable. Head scissor takeover. And now Gable. Can he hit that elusive third splash? Yeah. Oh, he goes for the elbow instead. Goes for the elbow instead. Gable now. Oh, this could be it. If he can get him over. He's got the armbar locked in. He's got the armbar locked in. Nowhere to go for Big E. Jason Jordan is holding Kofi Kingston at bay. Big E's got nowhere to go. He's going to tap. Big E's going to have to tap. Kingston is out of it, but it won't matter. Big E shows his power and escapes. Big E shows his power and escapes. He was looking for the big ending. Couldn't find it. Now, here's their chance. Gable sends him in. This could be enough here. Can they hit it? Grand amplitude. Got it. Has to be over. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Xavier Woods on the apron. Getting the distraction. Xavier Woods on the apron. Getting the distraction off Grand Amplitude. And that would have been it. You can guarantee. But now Big E on with an elbow. And the third man coming into play. And Big E now sends him in. This could be it too. You feel like this match could end at any moment. Sends him in. Oh my God. Double shoulder check. Double shoulder check to Jason Jordan. Oh my God. Trouble in paradise. Turns him over. Has to be it. One. Got him. Two. No. Chad Gable makes the save. What a match. And Gable, side Russian leg sweep. Desperate times. Call for desperate measures. Jason Jordan now sends him in. Gable gave him the assist. Shoulder barge. Belly to belly. Jason Jordan now sends him in. Gable wants the tag. Can they hit it this time? You know they're going to look for it. This time it's the right way around. Grand amplitude into the cover. That's it. 1, 2. An American Alpha knock off the New Day in what could be considered an enormous upset here. Incredible performance from American Alpha. And they came here with a game plan and a serious attitude and got it done over the playful New Day. And they move on in the tournament. Brilliant performance, and there's Edge. There's Paul Heyman. Well, of course, Paul Heyman saying he doesn't have a problem with Brock Lesnar being given the opportunity that he has, but Brock Lesnar does have a problem. And if Brock Lesnar has a problem, that means General Manager Edge has a problem. And if General Manager Edge has a problem, that means SmackDown Live has a problem heading into Survivor Series. How on earth is that going to play out, ladies and gentlemen? As Eva Marie is in the ring, and she is set for some in-ring competition for the first time in a while. We, of course, saw her part. She joined forces with the Bella Twins in the Divas Revolution when they tried to usurp the women's division here. And it was this woman that she's about to face that eventually brought them all undone. And it is also a woman who is on a mission. It's the Empress of Tomorrow, the one and only Asuka, fresh off her defeat at the hands, or should I say the legs, of Charlotte. Asuka tapped out to fight another day after leaving it all in the ring at No Mercy in that absolutely crazy battle that she had with Charlotte in Extreme Rules for the Women's Championship. And tonight Asuka returns to the ring with unquestionably a vengeance. And Eva Marie, well, this ain't looking good for her, I gotta say. This is not looking good for Eva Marie. Asuka on the bounce after losing her coveted Women's Championship that she held so dear to her heart. And now she's going to stare across the ring from Eva Marie, who you've got to say has made improvements. But given their history together and given what Asuka's had happen to her at No Mercy, that sinister smile, I think, says it all. As Eva Marie stares across the ring from her demise, in my opinion, and Eva Marie There's a little bit of a deer in the headlights here, and you can see now Eva Marie approaching her. And she looks like she's ready to fight here. Oh my God! Oh, good Lord! I think Eva Marie's out. She is! Good Lord! It doesn't get any more. Oh my goodness me. Asuka saying she wants a rematch, and immediately. You don't have to ask, you don't have to beg. You just get the feeling that these two women aren't finished with each other. Asuka wants to cash in her rematch clause. She gets that opportunity as part of her contract. But here comes the current, reigning, defending women's champion Charlotte. My God, they went to war at No Mercy. Left it all in the ring. Weapons, stairs, and tables and chairs. Everything was thrown in, and listen to this place. Everybody in this building knows that there is some serious unfinished business between these women. And Charlotte drops the belt and says, hey, how about we go right now? And Asuka's ready to go. And Charlotte says, you name the time and the place, and we'll do it. Asuka and Charlotte are on yet another road to destruction. But there is a sense of finality about this, isn't there? And you can see Asuka saying, we are going to do it. And in no uncertain terms, tells her where she can stick it. And there's Eric Bischoff now. Well, at least Eric Bischoff is a little bit more amicable when it comes to the situation. Of course, his client, Apollo Crews, was chosen to be part of Team SmackDown Live alongside Brock Lesnar. That issue is far from over tonight, it would appear. But what is also far from over is the gloriousness of this show, because it just picked up, it just went up a notch. As the glorious one, Bobby Roode, who has a really focused look on his face after his loss to Roman Reigns at No Mercy, gets an opportunity. He emailed Edge earlier in the week. He said, Edge, I want an opportunity. I need the opportunity to get back on the winner's circle. I need to get another W next to my name. Give me that chance. Give me that chance to prove that I am worthy of being here. He was humbled by a dominant and rampant Roman Reigns, who has a near flawless record on pay-per-view, particularly in singles action. Roman Reigns proved that he is a big-time player and that he is a big-time fighter. Love him or loathe him, Roman Reigns gets the business done. But Bobby Roode here tonight wants to prove that he is as glorious as he says, that he is the man around here. He talked the talk, and he just narrowly fell short of walking the walk at No Mercy. But you feel like this guy ain't anywhere near done. Listen to this place. Absolutely erupt for the glorious one, Bobby Roode. But who is Edge's opponent going to be? He said he had an opponent in mind for Bobby Roode, and who is it? Roode looking ready. Oh my! Well, it's the one and only Sami Zayn. What a fantastic choice from General Manager Edge. I tell you what, you want some competition? Well, here it is. Bobby Roode versus Sami Zayn is your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm being told in my headset, ladies and gentlemen, some breaking news. Yep. Yes, we are going to hear from the World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe immediately following this match. Samoa Joe will be in the building. He has just arrived. He has demanded some airtime. And being the world champion, he will get that. He will get that opportunity straight after this match. But speaking of opportunity, I'll tell you what. To main event SmackDown is a huge opportunity, but to do it against Bobby Roode or to do it against Sami Zayn is a huge deal, and we are set to go. Sami Zayn makes his singles return here to SmackDown Live after being betrayed by his former partner Ryan Lusk. We saw Sami Zayn actually show up on Monday Night Raw this week, and I understand that security is on the lookout for Ryan Lusk in this one as well, but you can see here Sami Zayn backs him up. Sami Zayn looking to get his career back on track after it appeared to be right up there. One of the best moments of his career, winning the Undisputed Tag Team titles at SummerSlam with his partner Ryan Lusk as part of the International Express. But then, at the very first moment when Ryan Lusk felt he'd got enough out of it, and he felt he'd gotten to the point where he'd used up Sami Zayn, he'd dried up all the resources that Sami Zayn provides, chose to turn his back on him here as Bobby Roode now. Both of these men sort of coming off losses, if you will. There's something really serious to prove here, and Bobby Roode showing his commitment to trying to get that W back by attacking the injured head here, just wrenching on that already seemingly open wound underneath that bandage of Sami Zayn, who was beaten mercilessly by Ryan Lusk backstage at SmackDown Live, and just a couple of weeks ago, basically handing the titles to the Revival, and we saw American Alpha just take another step towards the Revival at Survivor Series here tonight. And now Bobby Roode, well, this is uncharacteristic of Bobby Roode. He's going to go all the way to the high rent district here, Roode. And now Bobby Roode, come up short, and both knees hit the canvas. And Sami Zayn back in control of this match just like that. Brilliant from Sami Zayn, and then just throws the kicks there, and you can see the determination of both of these men, just willing to do anything it takes, just trying to climb the ladder of the singles ladder here. Bobby Roode came in with a lot of fanfare. You have to say, it was silenced. It was absolutely silenced by Roman Reigns. Oh, look out. Wonderful counter there from Sami Zayn. Wonderful counter from Sami Zayn, then a springboard drop kick on the button. There was nothing glorious about that for Bobby Roode as he wore that drop kick right on the button now, but Roode going to try and fight back there with a European uppercut. What a match this is. And then throws the kitchen sink at Sami Zayn. A huge main event, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't get any bigger than this. Bobby Roode versus the underdog from the underground. Look at him working away on that arm there. That arm that was battered with that steel chair by Ryan Lusk just weeks ago. Sami Zayn still bearing the scars of those attacks. Vicious and malicious attacks. It's Bobby Roode now. Oh, good lord. Did you hear that? Did you hear Sami Zayn's... I feel like I heard his knee just click from all the weight of Bobby Roode, and he is in firm control of this match here. Now Bobby Roode's going to line him up, and you can see that sort of that sinister side of Bobby Roode come out, because when your back is against the wall... Oh, look out, Sami Zayn. He's a similar guy. When your back is against the wall, you tend to pull out some stuff you wouldn't usually. Sami Zayn throws a shot at Bobby Roode, but he wears it and stands right back up. And how's the determination of all of these guys as Sami Zayn hooks him up? Oh, look out. Bobby Roode sends him down with a reverse DDT. Wonderful exchange. Bobby Roode lines him up, picks a perfect spine buster. Oh, wait. That's Ryan Lusk. That's Raw's Ryan Lusk. Through the crowd. Ryan Lusk is here. You had to think he wouldn't be far away. Oh, ducks under. Oh! Sami Zayn! He saw him out of the corner of his eye. Sami Zayn saw him out of the corner of his eye and took him out. And now this match is absolutely broken down. Ryan Lusk and Sami Zayn cannot be contained. This match has been thrown out. But that doesn't mean anything to either of these men. They just want to beat the hell out of each other. And God almighty, Ryan Lusk with the shots. And God, look at the welts on Sami Zayn's chest. And Lusk throws him to the outside. And this is completely broken down. And Bobby Roode. Oh no, wait a minute. The ever opportunistic Roman Reigns. Bobby Roode is playing to the crowd and watching what's going on in the crowd, but he turns around. Roman Reigns, no, he saw him as well. DDT counter to Roman Reigns. Can he hit it? Glorious DDT. Bobby Roode proving that he ain't going nowhere, and he ain't done with you by a long shot, Roman. Bobby Roode turns the tide here on SmackDown Live. Gets some back on Roman Reigns. But look at this, still in the crowd, these two. Roman trying to get back to his feet. Bobby Roode exiting stage left. And these two have spilled all the way out onto the stage. Where the hell is security? Ryan Lusk is a Raw superstar. Sami Zayn he's at work right now. Ryan Lusk does not work here. And now, oh God, right hand from Lusk. And no, not on the floor. Good Lord. Ryan Lusk takes out Sami Zayn, and now he's getting the hell out of here while security chases him. Good Lord. Well, Edge, breathless action here. And Edge seems to think he may have found a solution to the problem that Cesaro has caused him. But as promised, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to hear the World Heavyweight Champion, who arrived at the arena moments ago, still bearing the scars from his war with Brock Lesnar. Now, he wants to address the WWE Universe, and namely, Bray Wyatt, who laid out Samoa Joe at the close of No Mercy after his war with Brock Lesnar. Samoa Joe is out here, no doubt with some sinister intentions on his mind. The reigning defending champion is in the building, and listen to the ovation. Stunning ovation for Samoa Joe. Oh no. Well, we all know who that is. And if Samoa Joe wanted him, he's got him. The returning Bray Wyatt is back on SmackDown Live. It's colder than the other side of the pillow in here, ladies and gentlemen. The mood changes every time Bray Wyatt enters the ring. Anytime he enters the room, there is an air of chaos. There's an air of unpredictability about this guy. And this is no different. Well, the lights are out here. The lights, oh my God. Bray Wyatt is on the... What the hell is going on here? The lights are off again. Wyatt, what the hell is this? What? Oh my God. He's in the ring. Samoa Joe ran out here, and the lights went out again. And now, my God. Well, I don't think Samoa Joe has ever been in this kind of situation. But Samoa Joe is saying, come and get some. I'm the eater of worlds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week on Monday Night Raw, Kevin Owens is back on Raw after being reinstated and challenged by Shane McMahon. Will Kevin Owens accept Shane McMahon's challenge? We'll have to wait and see. Also, the Tag Team #1 Contenders Tournament continues as the Authors of Pain return to Raw to face the Lucha Dragons. And also, their leader, Triple H, is back on Raw as well to address the WWE Universe after his victory over Seth Rollins at No Mercy. But the big question is, will Shawn Michaels be with him as well? Find out next week. Well, could it get any more combustible here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? I highly doubt it. as the Rated R GM. Edge is about to come out here and clear up some issues that were started right at the top of the show by Cesaro. We, of course, saw Cesaro pick his SmackDown Live team. Hang on a second. My goodness me. It gets me every time. But as I was saying, we saw Cesaro. He picked his SmackDown Live team for Survivor Series, a match that's really close to Edge's heart. He really wants to get one over on Raw, being the leader of this brand. But Cesaro threw a spanner in the works by saying he wanted Apollo Crews and Brock Lesnar to be part of the SmackDown Live team. And on paper, as I've said all night, it looks brilliant. But these two men absolutely hate each other. How on earth is Edge gonna solve this? I agree. It's an amazing team on paper. Well, there it is. Edge has issued a no contact clause between Apollo Crews and Brock Lesnar. And if it's broken, both men will be fired on the spot. And here comes the captain of Team SmackDown Live to a huge ovation yet again. He kicked off the show and he is closing the show. Edge has said that the no contact clause between Apollo Crews and Brock Lesnar will be all the way up until the final bell of the match at Survivor Series. So he's covering his own backside there, trying to keep this team intact, because on paper it's unbeatable. But my God, how on earth are they going to coexist? But here's Cesaro. Well, I thought it was going to be Cesaro, but obviously not. We are going to be blessed with an appearance from the elite athlete, Apollo Crews, fresh off his victory over Ty Dillinger at No Mercy as part of the ESM Open Challenge. And now, Apollo Crews faces another challenge, and that is being on the same team as the man that he cost the World Heavyweight Championship. And I'll tell you what, there has just got to be hell to pay for this guy somewhere down the track. But if Brock Lesnar touches him, or if he touches Brock Lesnar, both of the men will be fired on the spot and cut off from any future payments. And well, I don't know how that works with the Elite Sports Management deal, but I guess when it all comes down to it, you are under the WWE umbrella. You are on a WWE show, but Apollo Crews looks like he's got something to say. This crowd is all over Apollo Crews, not the most popular member of the roster. For God's sake. How is the arrogance of this guy? Uh-oh. Well, here comes the pain. Brock Lesnar was never far away. And what does he have in store? My God. The Beast is here. And this, ladies and gentlemen, has combustible written all over it. The no contact clause is in effect. Lesnar straight to him. Oh my God. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. There's no way. But how on earth is this team going to coexist? We're out of time, ladies and gentlemen.